like opening up and sharing their feelings. I don't know, but I have experienced that. If there's anybody on here that has experienced, like, whether if you're in a relationship or a friend or something, there's a lot of men. I'm not saying everyone, but there's a large majority that cannot open up to their feelings on how they really actually feel. And that's kind of what I want to talk about, on tonight. I want to share that because our men, we need them and we need to have them with their strong shoulders, so to speak. But they also need to have their feelings validated. And so that's what my topic is on tonight. Is how men have difficult opening up and speaking and voicing their opinions or voicing what they feel. You can find me. My name is Katrina. I'm the founder of Open Ears. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. And my handle is Open Ears Communications. While you're there, just don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever the platform has for you to do. Then please do that because I need your help in building this community. Without you, there's no me. So that is what I would like for you to do in return. And I would really appreciate all you guys' help in there for you guys to be able to kind of help me out with building the community and setting the pace for that. I'm also on the school app, same thing. It would be Open Ears Communications. You can find me on the school app, and that is where you can find or have a deeper connection. So if you're DMing and that's not enough time, you can actually go on the school app and select from there. So, our topic on tonight again is why men find it so incredibly difficult to open up, their feelings. And that's what our topic is on today. And as people come in, we will I'll be going over some things in regards to the men or how they are kind of taught. May not be that they don't want to open up, they are kind of taught like in a box from the social aspect of it, even from a child growing up, that men aren't taught to cry. You can't cry, you can't show your feelings. I'm not saying every household family has done that, but a large majority of them. And again, I'm going to speak on that, and I would like for, again, for you guys to like, comment, share. Hello. How are you guys doing? Those that are coming in, for comment, like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. Please follow me, like, share, comment, follow, da 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 da. Anyway, again, my name is Katrina. I am the founder of Open Ears Communications. It is listening where I can listen. You can go ahead and Oh, thank you so much. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you for doing that. And I'm not badgering the men. I'm just trying to share some insight on why a lot of men don't open up. Why some relationships, they clam up. And I'm not just on the men. We're gonna get on the women too on another day. But oh, you have questions? Oh, okay. Oh, what? Can you put your question maybe in the chat, and maybe I can help you from there? I just know growing up, it was stern for men to be men. You didn't show your emotions. Men, we were taught that men don't cry. And so there's a lot of things that was taught, but it's not necessarily right. Because even though, they were taught that, then when they get into relationships, they really don't know, how to govern that relationship. A lot of times they clam up. And like I said, I'm not just only speaking of the men, women, but that's another day. Um, Thank you guys for coming, for sharing, for coming on. Um, I am talking about how men have a hard time opening up. And so we're kind of going over discussing that, how it's not really that they don't want to open up, is they're not taught, even from an early age, they're not really taught how to express their feelings. They were more than less in the era that I grew up. they held their feelings in. They were taught to be men and have the strong shoulders and, to hold everything together. And when they're holding everything together, they're also holding everything in. And when you hold everything in and you can't let anything out, then that becomes overwhelming over a period of time, because you don't want to fail, even if you have a family, you don't want to fail the family. You don't want, things to go south. You don't want them to go left. And so the man has a big role to play. And so by him not opening up, that kind of like puts him in a box, that where he doesn't want to really open up, and where it becomes over time, it becomes more and more and more heavier on the man to provide, because he's got to be a provider. He's got to be the husband or boyfriend or whatever the case may be. There's just so many things that the man has to do, and the weight is on his shoulders. But my thing is, it's okay to pause, to reset, to cry, to open up. It's okay for a man to do that. It's okay to feel vulnerable. It's okay to let your feelings, show. The men have been taught that so much that they don't. It's let their feelings show. It's been like from the beginning, of, I would say, when I grew up, a social box. I put my topic in there. I don't know why it didn't show up, but we're talking about how men don't open up, why it's difficult for men to open up, and how, it's okay for them to show their feelings. I'm Open Ears Communications, and I am a listening. I listen to those that want to vent, and it's okay to vent. It's okay to do that. But people sometimes put people in boxes where they feel like, the men feel like that they can't open up, they can't share their feelings, or they can't voice their opinions. And that's necessarily not so true. It's better, even when you cry, if there's some time that you've ever cried, you feel better after that cry, you had that cry. And so, oh, thank you. You really like the way I speak. Oh, thank you so much. But our men, I have a heart for people, and I want our men to be men. And I would like, if I can just help somebody. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Um, oh, thank you so much. So the topic today is why men find it difficult to open up and share their feelings, and why they hold things in. But I'm Open Ears Communications. My name is Katrina, and I'm here to let you know that it's okay to vent. I like to listen to understand whenever I listen to people or talk to people. So my service is about listening. It's about hearing that other person. It's about understanding that other person and making sure, and if you don't understand, it's okay to ask questions. But my topic for tonight is why men find it difficult to talk or open up or express their feelings, even in relationships. Even myself, I've been in relationships, and because I know I've done it too. So now I want to really like bring it to the forefront, to where, kind of like expose it to where, people can benefit from it, benefit from this, benefit from. I am a listener. I like to listen to people. No, I am not a consultant, but I do like to listen. And like I said, I like to listen to understand. And I listen because a lot of people are not heard. A lot of people speak, but there's not a lot of people that want to sit back and say, oh man, I can listen to what you have to say. I can listen to, your venting, or I can listen to what issue you have today. And that's what I do. I listen, because that's very important. Listening is a skill. People don't just say, okay, yeah, tell me all your dirt. They don't do that. But I'm here because, for one, this is my calling. And number two, I have passion for the community. I have passion for people. And so that's what brings my business, Open Ears Communications, to play. And so if there's any questions on here, it's my business is prayer centered. It's called a sanctuary, where it is faith-based, prayer centered, and scripture based. So I'm going to start posting more now. I opened my business up in 58 days. So that's a month and like 28 days or something like that. And so I'm offering my listening ear to those that, need a listening ear, because sometimes even in relationships, you don't want to talk to your significant other. You don't want to, there's just some people that you can't really open up to. And so that's where I come into play. Um, oh, thank you so much. I'm very energetic. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Oh, thank you. Much love. And so I want to portray and share the love and show that energy, that somebody cares, because there's somebody out there that needs to hear this. I don't know who that person is, but really want to be able to reach someone. Just listening is just, like I said, it's a skill. It's a skill, and there's not a lot of people that can sit down and actually listen. They will talk and tell you, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that. But the whole point of the matter is there's so many people on this earth that's needing someone to listen to them. It was nice, really, really nice seeing you. Please excuse me, but I'm going to sleep now. Have a wonderful morning. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining my live, and thank you for supporting. I really appreciate it. Maybe come back the next time. I don't know where you are visiting in from on the digital space here, but please come back again. I would appreciate it. I appreciate you, even your comments. I really do. Thank you, and have a good morning, or have a good sleep. Rest up well. Thank you so much. And so I'm going to keep on with the why men find it difficult in relationships, or even just, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, how they find it really difficult, to open up. And again, my name is Katrina. I am with the founder of Open Ears Communications. I listen to understand, and my sanctuary, I have built a sanctuary. I have cultivated a sanctuary to where you can open up your feelings, feel vulnerable, in a sense, that to where you can open up yourself, your feelings, where men, it's not geared just toward men, but where men can open up as well. I know. Oh, thank you. You'll come back next time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate you. I'll come back next time. Bye. Bye. Have a good morning. I don't know what time it is there, but have a good morning, and like much love. Thanks again for tuning in to my channel, and thanks for subscribing. And I don't know my topic for the next time, but I'm sure it'll be something that you will benefit from. For now, we're still talking about, some men are emotional, and so they may not feel like that they can. They may not feel like, oh, they're strong enough, because they're looked at to be the strong one, so they don't want to really open up and say what's really on their mind, or say what they are feeling. They're taught to be strong. They're taught to be silent. They're just taught so many things. And so by that, they have this persona that, oh, I can't open up. And honestly, they can. Honestly, they can open up. They're just taught not to. They don't have the words. A lot of men don't have the words to in their vocabulary, or they don't know what to say to open up. And so it's a lot of different scenarios to where men, and why they don't open up, even in like relationships, or your boyfriend, girlfriend, even family members. Some family members can't really even open up to other family members. So that's why I'm doing this live, is just to let men know that it is okay. And I am here to listen to you. My name is Katrina, Open Ears Communications, and that's how the name became about, because I wanted to reach out to help someone. All throughout I would say, my employment, I've always been the one to, as a job coach, as an instructor, as a mom, as a caregiver, as an assistant, as a secretary, as a receptionist. I've had so many different jobs, and I was always the one who was kind of like directing and ordering the steps of the day. So now I've turned that around. I've turned my, I would say, professional side, and turned it into like the listening side of it, to where I want to listen to others. I want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear, if there's something that someone can, that can relate to me, and I can help someone. I want to be that person to do that, and listening to what they have to say. And because men are conditioned, a lot of them are ignored. So um, their emotional stability kind of goes down because they're conditioned to carry that weight on their shoulders. They're conditioned like to be the strong man of the house. And so they feel like they kind of like don't have an outlet other than just doing other things. And so just by someone talking to someone else or someone listening, such as myself, that can release a lot of pressure. If you have someone that you can open up to, someone that you can talk to, someone that can listen to your issues or your matters of the heart or your life matters, just someone listening, something that simple can make somebody's day. And so that's why I'm here, to let you know that that's what I do. I listen to understand without judgment. It's a non judgmental space. My sanctuary is non judgmental. I'm opening up, it's private. Just so much. It's the freedom, the peace of knowing that there's someone that you can open up to and let the let your feelings and your matters of the heart, your issues of the heart, just let them out, lay them on the table. As they say, lay your dirty laundry out. But just know that it's a safe space. It's a prayer centered, faith based, and scripture based. So whenever you're in this here, that's what you will find from me. I try to be as loving as possible because I'm compassionate. I do a lot of community work. Over the weekend, I was out in the community, and I really enjoy the community. That's where I get to, show my compassion, my love, my genuineness from everybody. Um, it's all about showing love for someone else. It's not about myself all the time. I want to be able to help someone. I want to be able to show the love. I want to be able to show the compassion that's within, that someone would feel that love, why I am portraying it. We have another. So the thing why men they don't open up is they're not as emotional as women. The cloth they're cut from the beginning, they're not their makeup is different, so their mind is a bit different than women. But there is a way that the man can understand, and so women kind of need to really understand the men as well. I know some men, they don't want to talk because they feel like, well, this partner I have, she's not going to hear it. So, but I come into play to where, those types of issues, I listen, I'm being non-judgmental about it. Our men, we want them to be more open. Some of our men are very social. Then we have men that are not social at all. They're taught to be like the problem solvers, the weight bearers. So that kind of is a lot within itself. That you have a family or you have someone and they're counting on you for your strength and your muscles. But when your strength of your body is there, but your mind is overwhelmed, that's going to be like it's a teeter totter there. So you need your mind to operate properly so that your body can operate properly. So it kind of like goes hand in hand. Um, Again, I'm going to announce. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and follow on my channel. I'm also, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and the school app. All of those are Open Ears Communications. Don't forget to like the videos that I have, comment on there, subscribe on my YouTube channel. You guys show me some love. Show me some love on there. I would really appreciate it. I need your help because without you, there is no me. And that's what I put on some of my videos. Without you, there is no me. And I would love to, see some comments on there on some of the videos that I have put out there. And that would be a great asset for me. It's a physical portion of my videos, the comments, but I'd also like to know what you're thinking of the videos that I share. So don't forget, like, comment, follow, share, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so today, again, we're talking about why is it so difficult for some, not all, some men to open up in relationships and whatever. If you're married, if you're were married, if you're single or have been single, or if you're dating or whatever the case may be, I'm wanting to know what your thoughts are about why you think men is why it's so difficult for some of our men to open up. And like I said, they're taught to be the breadwinners, they're taught to have the strong shoulders, they're taught to do this and they're taught to do that. And so at the end of the day, all they feel is like, I'm exhausted. And by the time they want to talk to someone, they can't because they have been doing all this other stuff. So it's thank you for you'll come back next time. I appreciate you. Yeah, and by the time they get home, they don't really even want to talk anymore to anyone about anything, especially if it's something, dealing with the relationship. They don't want to talk about it. That's the farthest thing from their mind about that time. And so having someone to listening to you, to open up, to vent, to share your feelings without judgment, being judgmental, and a lot of times people don't want to share their feelings is because if you share it to this person, then that person's going to feel like, oh man, I got to tell you something about me. So now I don't want to do that. So they kind of keep it inside. Um, and so that's another thing too, another piece of the puzzle that why men don't want to open up, because not even just men, but since that's what my topic should have been, I've added it on there, but it didn't stay for some reason, and I apologize for that. I put it in there like twice, and it said the next thing to do was to go live, so that's what I did. So I apologize. I'll have to try and work on that and see how my title comes up. um, I might have to go out and come back again, but today my title is why men find it, kind of difficult to open up and share their feelings. Even psychologists have said that men themselves they've been unpacking for a long time, and it's real. It comes down to it that there's so much weight on their shoulders that they don't want to talk. The weight is heavy. They don't want to talk, and like if they have a full-time job, by the time they get home, they really don't want to talk. All they want to do is go to eat and go to bed or do whatever. Talking is kind of like the farthest thing away from their minds. But I'm here to say open ears communications can, relieve some of that pressure. I listen to understand. I listen with no judgment. And I really want, just to be able to communicate with someone or to listen to someone that might have that type of need. Listening is a skill, it's an art, and there's not a lot of people that would say, "Oh yeah, I just want to listen to everything you have to say, unload on me, let me be the trash can." And it's not so much as I'm a trash can, it's just I have heart and I know that this is my calling. I know that this is something that God has placed in me, is to be able to help somebody else by listening. And so that's a very important thing, listening, because we listen to reason, we listen to understand. Even in relationships, there's a lot of times that they don't really communicate. Communication is not just one person talking or one person doing all the back and forth. It's two people, and so when you don't have good communication and you don't have the skills, you don't have the know-how and the knowledge, then it becomes like a barrier for the two people to communicate. So I want to be able to offer something that I can listen to those types of issues and those types of feelings, when someone um, think that they might be at the end of their, rope. Oh, I can talk to this person. Non-judgmental is going to give some scripture base, and it's prayer centered. So if there's even anybody on here that would like prayer or any of that, please feel free to do so. I am here for that. My name is Katrina. I am the founder of Open Airs Communications. Um, on my channel for YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share, comment. I really appreciate you coming in the live. Bye for now. I know that you said it's morning or you're going to go to sleep, and have a wonderful morning. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so talking about why is it so super difficult for men to open up. Opening up, it's kind of being vulnerable. So a lot of men don't want to be vulnerable. They don't want to air out what they have that they're going through. And they don't want to do that. Even from a very young age, boys have been taught that they've been bombarded with, you got to be a man, you got to be a man, you got to be a man. Taught saying that from the early age puts them in a box. So now they have this persona, even as a little small kid, at a certain age, well, you good boy, you got to be a man. So, things like that. And so it just gets embedded in their mind, and being able to communicate is really not taught. So whenever they get into relationships and things of that sort, or even just talking in general to someone, we have to listen to understand. We have to listen to reason, because that is I think one of the issues that we have in our society. There's so many things that can, go on, and because of a decision that has been made that wasn't balanced, and it wasn't a decision that was kind of like thought out. And so it could possibly potentially be something on the detrimental side rather than being on the positive side. So that's why I'm here, is to be able to listen to someone, to listen to reason, listen without judgment. And if there's it's prayer centered, so if they would like prayer or any of that, I'm here. um, I'm here for a listening ear, and that's why it's called open ears communications. The communication is open, my ear is open, and I want someone to be able to draw into that, because the listening portion of it is very important. um, there's not a lot of people that kind of just listen to what you have to say. um, I know there's a lot of times that people talk and you get interrupted when you're talking, and so that kind of throws things off. But I want to be able to listen, to reason with whoever comes on my sanctuary, my digital space. These digital streets, they're out there, and so it's you just kind of hear all kinds of things. But in the sanctuary, it's a calm environment. It's a nurturing environment. It's an environment where you can feel the love, where you can feel fed, you can feel like you have been into a space that's safe. And that is exactly what it is. It's a safe space, it's non judgmental, it's a space where you can just vent, where you can share your feelings, where you can just tell what you would like to tell, and there's no, non-judgmental feeling. It's no non-judgmental feelings about what has been said. And again, I keep repeating that this is a space where it is non-judgmental. It is a safe space. And today our topic is about why men. Why is it so incredibly hard for some men to open up? And it's so simple, but for them, it's rather hard for them to open up. Opening up is not something that has been taught from lower ages. They've been taught that they need to be a man, but at the same time, they have not been taught how to be a man, and so that weighs a lot on someone. Um, the man box, like I said, when they're young, you're taught, hey, men don't talk like that. Men don't open up. Men don't cry. So those things, as they grow older, sticks in their mind. So when they're an adult, it's still there, and then they don't know how to communicate. It's called Open Ears Communications. I want to listen to what you have to say. I want to listen, to your thoughts, to your concerns, to your story. We all have a story, and so my ears are open to your stories. Um, like I said, it's non-judgmental. It's a safe space. It's prayer centered and scripture based. So this live is about why is it hard for men to open up. Um, Sometimes they just simply don't want to talk. Um, Instead of hashing things out, they just simply don't want to talk. Men just don't want to. And they don't want to because a lot of times they don't have the, I would say, tools to open up. They haven't been taught the right tools to open up, the right tools to, have a balanced conversation. And that's when a lot of times they shut down because they don't really have the words to say. And if someone keeps asking you, why, then it's really a shutdown. It's like the silent treatment, it's the crickets. So I want to be able to say something on this live that's going to take someone somewhere, that's going to give them something to think about. It's giving them something, because I'm here to listen. I'm here to just give a listening ear. I'm here to be a supportive listener out in the community. That's what I do. I serve the community as well. There's so many people, there's so many roles that I've had that I actually am currently filling. Instructor, job coach, caregiver, um, assistant, mom. There's so many other roles that I play rather than just being here on the live. So I want you to know I have over 20 some years of experience in what I'm doing here. So it's not just like I woke up one day and it's like, oh, I want to just have a business. I want to have open ears. It's not like that. It's I do care and I have a passion for what I do. I have a love for people. I have love for the community. Even if I'm in my caregiver role, I have a listening ear even for them, even for the ones that have memory loss. And they repeat the same thing over and over and over. My heart is a listening ear for them. My ear is listening because, for one, I always kind of think, oh, what if I'm in this situation one day? I don't know where I'm going to end up at late stage in my life. So I want to be able to listen to them as much as possible. And same thing here. Whenever you have someone that has a story to listen to, my ears are open. And this is all about open ears, the listening portion of open ears. I want to be able to listen to you and know that what you're saying, I'm taking it in and I am processing it to the fullest. So, sorry about that. Open Ears Communications. My name is Katrina. I'm here just to kind of like let us kind of hash out like why men have it or find it difficult to open up, why they find it kind of difficult to communicate, even on their daily lives or their, I would say, with their boy, girlfriends, wives, spouses, whatever, what have you. It could be cousins, whatever. Um, but we're here to say that, there's a way that you can communicate, and it's open ears communications. I'm here to listen. I'm here to give you a listening ear. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and the school app at Open Ears Communications. And while you're there, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, either or all of those. So I need your support in building the community. So please help me out. I would appreciate it there. Um, Again, we're talking about how men find it kind of difficult to talk. If there's anybody on the live that has a question, that has a comment, please put it in the chat. I will be able to read it there. Um, I would love to see what you have to say, what you think about the topic, about why men find it difficult to open up. Um, it's a broad topic, and it's kind of, in a sense, a touchy topic, because some men, they desire not to open up, but I think a lot of relationships would work better if they would open up, because communication is two people, not just one person in a relationship. So communication is more so than just expressing what you feel. There's feedback within within communication, feedback from both parties, not just one party. Not one party doing all the talking. The other party is just there listening. I want to be able to open up shed some light on listening. How listening is not just something that I just say I want to do. It's something that's in my heart. It's something that I care, because I care about people. I care about others, the compassion, the love, and I want to be able to see someone. Oh, thank you, user. Oh, I appreciate the user to come on. I want to be able to shed some light on the listening aspect of open ears communications, And if you go back on my videos, you can kind of see that it's a sanctuary where you can come and open up, not physically, but you can express yourself where it's non-judgmental. You don't have to feel like it's going to be shed all over, shed abroad, because that's not what it's about. Um, I appreciate those that have come in on my live, and I still want to share more about why men feel like it's difficult for them to open up. Um, Being taught that at an early age that you are supposed to be a man and men don't cry, and then they get up to be an adult and they take those things along with them, and which in some sense maybe not, but in all actuality it's not necessarily all true, because it's been proven that if you can let your feelings out, and even if you cry at the end, and when you're done crying you feel better. So holding your feelings in and letting it just overload and overwhelm you, to be able to let somebody listen to you and listen to what you have to say is a big relief. Someone else listening to you, because sometimes even with your family members or even your spouses, you can't really open up to them. And that's where, open ears comes in. It's a listening ear, to where someone you can bring your worries, bring your stories to your open ears. And that is important for someone to be able to listen to what you have to say and what you're bringing to the table. Not necessarily to just throw it out there, but just to listen to reason, to listen to understand. And everybody wants someone to listen to them. Um, and keep a balance, because sometimes people make decisions based on like a first instinct, whereas if they would have talked to someone about that issue or what they're going through, it could have been a total different outcome. So I'm saying to the men tonight, it's okay to cry, it's okay to be you, it's okay to open up, it's okay to be vulnerable, it's okay. um, I'm here for all of that. I'm okay to listen, I'm okay here if you have a desire to go to open ears and have a session, that is fine. I would love to be able to have someone on there to have a listening ear. And so tonight we're talking about that, how open ears is here to listen. Open ears is here to listen to you, listen to your concerns, listen to all your stories, whatever there is you have on your mind that you want me to listen to. I'm here for that. And there again, I can be found on Facebook, Instagram, and the school app at Open Ears Communications. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on there on the channel. I really appreciate, the ones that have come to the channel. I really thank you for it. But we're talking about our men again, and I don't want to keep wearing it out. But for those that are coming in, we're talking about the men that find it very difficult to talk and to open up and to vent or to say what's on their mind. And that's sometimes it's even hard for just anybody. But for those that can put themselves out there and feel vulnerable, I give much respect to them. Those kind of people that have, because I have a listening ear, and I would like to, partake in that, whatever you have to say, that I might be able to listen to. Again, this is Open Ears Communications. This is Katrina, and I'm founder of Open Ears. And I would like to say this is I listen to understand, I listen to reason. Um, it's really incredibly difficult for a lot of men to open up, and reason being is because they have been taught from a early age to be strong, and that's okay in its rightful order, to be strong. And men don't cry, and there's just so many other things that they were deeply rooted and told, which is not necessarily the truth. um, I think men have been kind of like doing that and unpacking it for a very long time. And so now that it's embedded, that's where it comes the part played of where, relationships suffer because communication is not there. There's no one really listening. Not saying that everybody is doing that, because they're not, but there's a large majority that the relationships, they don't really talk, or no one really listens. I'll say that no one really listens. And so that's pretty much where it's at. I don't think anybody really knows what my topic is, so I'm going to go out and come back in